Hi Aries, welcome to your August reading. Let's see what you have in store for this month ahead, what you need to know, and what to expect for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. We're going to start off by pulling one card representing the overall energy of August, and then we're going to break it down week by week of what may unfold. And if you enjoy, let me know, leave a comment, and private readings are available down below if you'd like to book one with me. All right, Aries, overall energy for the month of August, and we got himself. And Penelope Dreamweaver is at the bottom. So this is a month of full integration of who you've always wanted to become. This is a time of your ideas, your visions, your dreams now starting to unfold, where you're taking inspired action to make it happen, to make it your reality. Penelope Dreamweaver at the bottom is just extra confirmation that there are these pushes, these urges from like your soul is like guiding you towards doing something, saying something, creating something, but it's going to be impactful and is going to, it just feels like expansion. It feels like your whole reality expanding, growing, developing in a lot of ways that you had envisioned for a while, and now it's like this is where it's starting to show up in your reality. It's like literally like a dream come true is what I'm getting from this. A dream coming true. So I don't know what you've been dreaming of. I don't know what exactly. We'll go into the tarot and see what comes through. But like Penelope Dreamweaver, we do have Giulia underneath that, and this is a card that represents like our fears, our worst possible nightmares. So that's kind of interesting because it's like there is that little shadowy aspect that's still creeping on up. And then we have Epona's Wild Daughter underneath that, which tells me that there's been this inner struggle you've had that came out in Gemini's reading. There's been this inner struggle, something that you've been conflicted over, something that you've had difficulty shaking off. And I do think that this is probably just relating to some sort of fear, doubt, or insecurity. And, you know, this is the time to rise up, to stand up and not let that hold you back or get in your way of what it is that you truly desire in this life. And so, yeah, this just seems like it's a very auspicious time, a very fortunate time for you. There's like this knowingness before it happens. All right, so let's go week by week and see what you can expect. But himself, that represents someone also with like a lot of wisdom, and you might just be taking a lot of time out for yourself, kind of hermity energy, like laying low or maybe a bit detached or withdrawn from others. And that's funny because we have the Nine of Pentacles flying out, which is all about focusing on you, yourself, your goals, your money, your overall health and well-being, and personal goals, right? We do have a Five of Pentacles at the bottom, which would be indicating that there had been some kind of, okay, wait, I'm remembering this is week by week by week. I'm doing this reading. It's the 30th of July, so we're not even in August as of yet. But it looks as if this is you bouncing back from some sort of loss or setback, or this you could have took a hit to your money, your finances, your bank account, or even like in terms of like illness or some stuff going on physically. Which I don't read for that stuff, but sometimes Five of Pentacles can bring that up. But the Nine of Pentacles would represent like that you have been recovering, a lot of repairs, and gaining a lot more confidence in yourself. So, tell me more about the first week of August for Aries. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. A little bit of a readjustment because we go from a Nine of Pentacles to the Seven. And then we go to the King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So there's a kind of like you're moving in this one direction and then you pause. You're like, wait, let me take a few steps back. Let me shift gears for a second and let's go this way. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. The Nine of Pentacles to the King of Swords. This is representing your discipline and seeing things through the lens of like responsibility, structure, cutting through the bullshit, cutting through excuses. Someone here, you could have been making a lot of excuses for yourself and just not fully showing up, not fully investing. I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe next week. Maybe next year. Like, and you just kind of reaching this point where like enough is enough, or I'm tired of waiting. Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. So there's something you've had your eyes on. You've, again, these visions, these insights and downloads, these dreams, you've had your eyes set on something, a particular goal that you've had in mind. Maybe that's about like your business or your professional life, your financial goals. Like you've had your eyes set on something. This is bringing attention. First week of the month, it's geared towards your financial and professional life. Is what I'm seeing from this. And we even have 5 Pentacles at the bottom. A lot of Pentacles for the first week. Okay, so it's like tangible, literal world. And, you know, it's important to look at the facts, look at the numbers, look at what is in front of you instead of just like the potential of what it could be or what it was used to be like in the past. The King of Swords, he's really good at analyzing data and gathering facts and information and then making like an executive decision. I don't know why I would want to say executive, but I feel like, I don't know, now I'm getting like, you know, someone who is the executive of a will. I can't fucking speak right now. I feel like my mouth is tongue tied. Okay. So 9 of Pentacles to the 7. There's a bit of like a taking a step back because it's not always about you. 9 of Pentacles, it is about you. 7 of Pentacles, now let's take a look at our surrounding environment and how this has a part to play or how this has impacts, how this influences us, and whether or not it's supporting us on our path with our endeavors, with our goals and intentions, or if we need to make adjustments. And so King of Swords is good at making some sacrifices and clearing some blocks and just kind of straightening things up, tidying things up, loose ends and such. Okay, so then 7 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This is quite nice, right? You're taking a look at what you've built, what you've grown, double king energy. So you're in your masculine, at least for the first week. You seem to be very much like action oriented, very much like go getter. You have a plan, you take action, you make it happen. You're not talking about it, you're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. And you have this energy of patience, determination, and you're very skilled and highly qualified, maybe even overqualified. So this is the month that we were saying this is a time of expansion. Here we have the King of Pentacles to the 8 of Wands. This is where you're expanding beyond what you've established. Okay, this is about your business. This is where it's like, okay, this is how much money we've made so far this year. This is now like the blueprint of what steps we're going to follow. So how we can expand and evolve as a company, as a business, as an entrepreneur, as whatever, however this resonates for you. This is a time of expansion and looking at the bigger picture. Where do we foresee ourselves by the end of the year, by December, by January next year? What kind of steps do we need to start taking? If not already, what adjustments? And then we need to like go for it, you know, shoot your shot. And so now we have the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom with the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. All right. We do have a pair. I just have to mention that. King to the Queen of Pentacles. We do have a pair. So this could be highlighting your interactions between you and someone you're connected to. King of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Someone here is feeling like neglected or ignored or not prioritized. if you're in a relationship or a partnership, someone, maybe this could be you, but it could be someone that you're connected to. I feel like it's someone you're connected to. This is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm feeling as if there's someone that is feeling not a priority as they once were. Which, I mean, let's be real. You have been focusing, and you are probably going to be continuing to focus a lot on yourself, your goals, your dreams, and getting your shit together. And we started off the reading with a Nine of Pentacles. Like, yeah, your focus has been really on yourself. King of Swords and a Nine of Pentacles. You've been really, like, narrowing in on your goals, your studies, your dreams, and your life, Aries life. And then taking a step back and asking yourself, is this enough? Am I satisfied? Is this what's in alignment with me? Is this something I want to continue? You have been focusing, and you will be focusing a lot of yourself. But someone's like, don't forget about me. And so someone here could be experiencing, like they're afraid that you're going to forget about them or leave them behind. Or I also get an energy because we have the Magician underneath the Eight of Swords. Someone might be trying, it's not necessarily like they're trying, but it's like they start certain fights. We have a Five of Cups underneath that. They start certain fights to see if you care, or to see, like, to get a reaction, because that makes them feel like my brain. It's like, okay, I can't. If that resonates, it resonates. I can't go down that path. That's too much. I can't. And that's probably you, or like Jade, me neither. Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords. I don't have time for drama. I'm focused on this, and that. I really don't have time to hear it. I don't have time for it. Yeah, that doesn't fit the vision. So, alrighty. Let's move to the second week of August. So that's when we have a solar eclipse in Leo on the 12th. Let's see what the second week has in store for you, Aries. Kind of the second week of August for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Five of Swords. All right. Kind of the second week. Nine of Swords tried coming out. It didn't. Two of Swords in the reverse. Notice how it's a lot of air coming out. The Magician. What's going on for Aries second week of August? Okay. You have the World. Four of Swords reverse. More air. Five of Cups in the reverse. And then we have the World. Okay. Second week, there is some friction. There's some friction. When it comes to, where do we want to start? Hangman in the reverse is at the bottom, Pisces. There's something that you're feeling kind of trapped in or obligated. As you can see in this Hangman, there's like these chains. There's money actually kind of coming in. I feel like there's some sort of money or abundance that's coming in, but you're not able to really enjoy or focus on it because there's like this competitiveness, there's this drama, there's bickering, there's accusations being thrown, there's trust issues being brought up, there's the he said, she said, pointing fingers, tit for tat, like, so that's what we were, when I was like, let's just move on to the second week, because I don't really feel like going down that road. You probably don't want to go down that road. Like, let's just focus on you. And then second week, it's like, well, here we have it. Five of Swords can represent deception. It can definitely bring up some trickery or malicious intentions. So do be cautious of people getting on your bad side. More like they need to be cautious of getting on your bad side. But I feel like there's people that are going out of their way to purposely trigger you or to get you to react in a way that is out of character or not in alignment with who you are, who you want to be or embody. And it's kind of like they're trying to pull you back into your old ways. So, and like I said, this is the second week of the month. This is when we have the solar eclipse in Leo. And this is where we are being asked to step away from what's familiar, because the South Node is in Leo. South Node is about like our past, like even past lives and what is ingrained in like our soul and habits and karma. And so this new moon solar eclipse is about implementing new ways. And I feel like there's this tendency when dealing with others, when it involves insecurities, projections, and just a bunch of like, just drama. Let's just to simplify it, drama. And it's just like getting a rise, getting a reaction out of you. And this is now where I'm seeing, because we have the Two of Swords first, you're making a decision here. You're making the choice to not feed into this. Or, I mean, for the most part, I do see it, you feel a little bit restless about this with the Four of Swords in the reverse. There's a little bit of this restlessness. It's kind of like a bug, a fly, a mosquito flying around your head. You can hear it, but like, you can kind of just like tune it out, or maybe you can squish it or shoo it away. It's sort of giving that energy because you're not giving your power away to whatever this is, whoever this is. Master manifestor over here, you're choosing yourself. You're choosing to, like, I feel you have the upper hand here with the magician. You have this ability to redirect your energy and play, and like transmuting too. Whatever bad energy is being sent your way, if someone, even a stranger you bump into, they're at the grocery store and they're just so fucking rude, you're just like unbothered. You don't give a fuck. It doesn't have an influence on how you feel or the rest of your day, however your day goes. You get a shitty message, a bad text message from somebody, like you shrug it off, you delete it, you ignore it, like you go about your business. Like, I feel like nothing can fuck with you. Nothing can, not really. Magician to the Four of Swords in reverse, it's more like whatever triggers that might resurface, it's so short-lived, and it's not like you're numb to it, but because you're not. Five of Cups in reverse, it just doesn't bother you the way it used to. Five of Cups in reverse represents that you have healed and there's a letting go, and instead of focusing on what went wrong, what spilt, what failed, what, oh my god, getting all worked up about it, you're now aware of what's still standing, and there's a level of gratitude and appreciation and just like bliss. So you've passed, because then the next card is the World. You've passed. So hey, second week of August, they try to get you. They try to reel you back on in. But you're like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Can't touch this. I'm freaking protecting my energy. Focus on myself, my goals, my dreams. Yeah. You ever have dreams where someone's like running after you or trying to attack you, or like physically trying to attack you? I don't know why that's making me think of that too. And if you have any dreams like that, there might be, maybe like energetically, you're needing to just kind of do like a cleansing or like a mental kind of meditative, visualize like a white bubble of protection around you. Like, I don't know, maybe someone is sending you a lot of energy, like, and you're picking up on it. I can't fucking speak. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, third week of August for Aries. Show me clearly what can Aries expect regarding the third week. Talk about the third week of August for Aries. Five of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. And we got the Nine of Cups is at the bottom, which is really good. If this is just like releasing of a burden or some sort of struggle or problem or stress or something that's been weighing on you, it just is now, it's not yours to carry. It's not yours to fix or repair. Therefore, just let it go. You letting it go. Okay, my deck is upside down. I'm going to shuffle one more time, and we're going to pull some more. Tell me about the third week of August for, I'm going to call you Leo. This card flipped itself in the reverse. There's a Ten of Cups in the reverse. Double tens. Five of Wands is at the bottom. You're getting all the fives in this reading. Whoa. Moon, that flipped itself in the reverse. All these cards coming out reversed. Tell me about the third week of August for Aries. All right, this fell on the moon, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands at the bottom. So let's talk about this. Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's telling us that we're finally starting to get out of a situation that's been really damaging, either to our reputation, to our bank account, to our overall well-being, to our health. You know, there's now we're starting to see subtle improvements. We're finding a solution. We've patched the hole, whatever hole in the boat that was causing the boat to sink. We've patched that up, and now we can get along, move along to get to wherever we're trying to head towards, you know? Like, and this Ten of Wands reverse, it's like something that you were holding on to for so long, and then suddenly you realize, I don't need to bring this shit forwards. I don't need to carry this energy, these emotions, these problems, these other people's issues or insecurities. I don't need to take that on as mine. I can finally make peace and let it go, and just, it's behind me. Doesn't even matter. Didn't even happen. Almost like it didn't even happen. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Whew, I mean, this could be highlighting your living situation, a particular romantic relationship. Maybe it's someone that you have children with, or you're related to, family, siblings. You know, it's more like your personal relationships where, I mean, I was going to say where you were close, but some of you weren't close to these people at all. At all. They were just not your people. But there's something about that you're just tired of fighting for, or being the piggy bank. Maybe you were dealing with someone or people that were just straight up users, and they just drained the shit out of you, and they took advantage of you, and they crossed a lot of boundaries. Oh, and so that goes back to the first week when we saw, where was it? By you choosing yourself and setting those boundaries and having the discipline to be showing up for yourself and making adjustments and really exercising your patience, and you're thinking about the bigger picture, you want to expand and grow your life, right? Yeah, I just feel like third week, this is kind of a clearing week, and things have been illuminated. That solar eclipse the week prior to that, Moon in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles, gave you a solid opportunity to start fresh, or to start new, or to start over. Some of you started a new job. Some of y'all moving. Some of you are going back to school. You're studying something new, where there's like this, you finally have done something for yourself, and you are now committing to that new normal, making it your new normal, making it your new reality, starting your own. Like, there's a project that you have been thinking about. Now you're actually starting to take the actions and like solidify it, make it official, you know, that sort of thing. That's awesome. That is amazing. This could also be representing where you're finally putting it out there to be seen. Something you've been working on behind the scenes that others didn't know that you were doing or working on, but now it's finally ready to be launched out in the open for the whole world to see. So that's nice. And maybe it's also representing unexpected money. Okay, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Page of Cups. Okay, and then what else you can expect for the heavy. There's gonna be some, I don't know if I want to call it heart-wrenching, because that feels very dramatic, but it does bring up matters of the heart, and it is quite dramatic, and it is quite emotional, like high emotions all time. 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Y'all do be careful, because there does seem like a bit of a trickster energy trying to kind of pull at your heartstrings, very desperate to get a reaction from you. Maybe an apology, but it's kind of manipulative. Or you ever get those apologies where they're like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Or, I'm sorry if blank. It's like, there is no if, it is. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Bitch, you did hurt my feelings, not if. Like, the fuck? I don't know. There seems like, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. You might be on the fence of, do I really trust what you're saying here? So let their actions tell you the truth, not their words. You might give them grace, though. Temperance was underneath that. Anyways, so just a heads up third week that might, like, whatever that was escalated, whatever drama, whatever tension, whatever, like, okay, you know what, I let this go, I'm walking away, or I'm just gonna block you out of my mind, my energy. I see that there's like addressing like elephant in the room type situation, and that could get a bit intense or triggering, or you may be triggering someone that you're saying, oh, fuck, you're saying something to somebody and it triggers them, but you're just, someone had to say it. Okay, tell me about the 4th week of August for Aries. Now, the 4th week is when we have that lunar eclipse in Pisces. And Pisces is the last of the zodiac. And they represent the 12th house, which is endings, karma, closure, even like hidden enemies too. What else could I tell you? It's like spiritual awakening. So tell me about the 4th week of August for Aries. What is it? Oh, Wheel of Fortune trying to come out. It didn't, but like it kind of wants to tell you like, hey, tides are turning, a change in the winds, shift in direction, divine timing, y'all. 4 of Pentacles. Oh my God. It was in the reverse. It's still in reverse. 4 of Pentacles reversed. 2 of Cups. I feel like I'm going to pull more, but this immediately I'm getting like, let them. If they wanted to, they would. If they want to, they will. Let them be who they are. Let their actions speak for themselves, just as your actions will speak for yourself. If they love you, you'll know. If they don't, if they hate you, well, I was going to say you'll know, but there's some people that, you know, they there could be some secret haters and you wouldn't even expect it. So I don't know. Let's not go down that path either. Unless it comes through in the cards. Let's see. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 9 of Swords. I knew I was picking up on that energy for a reason. Because you're like, oh, here's this love. Here's this relationship here. Is it real though? Or are they going to backstab me? And you're like having these nightmares. Okay, let's like, this is also 2 of Cups to this 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Kind of like, let's just like surrender and not get so attached. Or like, let's just be more present and not put so much expectation and pressure on this relationship, especially if it's a new connection. Tell me about the 4th week of August for, I'm going to call you Leo. Is there a Leo watching or someone with Leo placements? Shout out to you. We are in Leo season. 4th week of August for Aries. Okay, do you want to come out? Yes, you do. The Fool, Aries. There you are. 4th week of August for Aries. 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Okay, bit of a... let me just shut up for a second. Page of Wands. We also have the Emperor sticking out and the 9 of Swords is at the bottom. That's interesting. So I'll actually keep those together. We'll talk about that in a second. So, you know, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse with the Fool is more just like, let's just detach from all these, all the pressure, all the expectations, all the, just like, let's just ease into it. Let's just go in with an open mind, open heart, and just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Let's take this risk. Let's take this leap of faith. Let's explore the unknown. And whatever happens, happens. But there's like 8 of Swords. This is kind of where there's either hesitation or doubt. You're second guessing something. Something feels off. 4th week of August, there's something that is beginning, but you're not fully trusting it, or you're not trusting yourself or someone, because 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, there's someone or something where you feel there's a threat. You may feel as if someone is playing mind games or trying to trick you. And we do have a Page of Wands. You could be saying, oh, is this too good to be true? Right? Because Page of Wands can represent like good news. It's something that is very exciting. It's an opportunity. It's an invitation. It's something that just, it brings adventure. It brings change. It brings like fun opportunities that, you know, it's not so serious. It's not so serious. But, you're wondering, maybe you're wondering if someone's character is actually like true, or if they're just playing some sort of, they're trying to get something from you. So they're playing along, but they have ulterior motives. We don't know if that's the truth or not, but there's like a questioning. There's a level of detachment, which I think that's probably healthy with this Four of Pentacles reverse and the Fool. They're like just kind of, you know, not clinging on to one idea of how they should play out. But Eight of Swords and a Seven of Swords, do be aware of self-sabotage. You might just be psyching yourself out of something that could be fabulous, something that could be really wonderful, especially if it's about your own goals and dreams and desires and passions, but you're saying, I'm not ready yet, I need more time, I need another year, I need to get more experience, making all these excuses. Didn't we talk about that at the beginning of the reading? I think we did, or like beginning of the tarot part. We have the Empress, the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands reverse, Three of Swords. So this is where like you are experiencing, this is that full moon in Pisces, the lunar eclipse, bringing up whatever unresolved triggers, whatever things that we've tried to suppress, push away, sweep it under the rug, whatever that is hidden. It's being bubbled back up to the surface for you to overcome and work through. This is growing pains. Empress and the Nine of Swords. This is growing pains. And this is where, you know, you might find yourself feeling very overwhelmed because you're about to enter a time of your life of massive growth and expansion. And like, this is a big deal. And there's a version of you, a past version of you that's saying like, oh, I'm not ready, or oh, I'm not worthy. Oh, I don't deserve this. Or what if something bad happens? What if, you know, my heart gets broken? Or I see you're trying to like protect yourself here. I feel like though the Seven of Wands in the reverse, I'm getting two things from this. Number one, avoidance. I'm getting an energy of where you kind of are not wanting, instead of rising up and pushing through the fear, you're kind of letting the fear take control, and you're just like giving up, and you're just like, okay, I surrender. Like that's the self-sabotage that we were talking about just a little bit ago. But then another thing I was getting from this is more like, okay, like you can drop your guard. Like you don't have to be on high alert or so defensive. Like obviously use your discernment and proceed with caution and like get information. But like you're gonna have to take some sort of step forwards if you want to grow, if you want to change, if you want to succeed, if you want this idea, this vision to come to life, you're gonna have to take some risks, and that can be scary or really much out of your comfort zone. Really is what this comes down to. You're doing something that's unfamiliar, and to your ego wants to protect you right, from making a mistake, from coming across looking like clueless, foolish, you know, like a newbie. But I feel this is something that you're having to just like overcome, and to trust yourself. Can you trust yourself? Learning to trust yourself. Temperance, Hierophant reverse, doing things the alternate path. Whenever I see Hierophant reverse, obviously this can talk about like contracts coming to an end, separation, divorce, but like in the context when it comes to you, I feel like this would be about you doing things differently than how you normally would have reacted or responded. Like you're responding differently than how, I'm repeating myself, aren't I? I am. I'm like running out of things to say. I think the message is clear. Going against the grain, and, you know, not, what am I saying? Just going against grain. Let's just leave it at that. Going against the grain. Pretty big month, lots of info. Use your discernment. You might need to come back to this a couple weeks from now as this month unfolds. Let me know, keep me updated, of course, and private readings are available down below if you're interested. Yeah, have a great day, have a beautiful August, and I will see you later. Bye, Aries.